Welcome to the course, Mastering ElasticSearch 6 and the Elastic Stack. My name is Chris Fauerbach, and I'll be with you throughout this course, teaching you the basic concepts of ElasticSearch, and then walking through the entire ecosystem for ingesting and getting data back. I'm a technology executive with a history of startup success as well as corporate success at large Fortune 500 companies. I've worked across many industries, from pharmaceuticals to insurance to finance, cybersecurity, all kinds of stuff. I'm an early adopter of ElasticSearch, and I've built many projects using it. It's one of those tools that's in my tool belt, and I'll continue to use it as long as it scales and does well. I'm also a podcaster and a blogger, and you can find me at Fowie.com or on Twitter at Chris Fauerbach or LinkedIn or YouTube. You can find me all over the place. Let's go over this course. So here's what we're going to learn through the course of this course. Our first section is entitled The First Steps with ElasticSearch and Kibana. Through these videos, we'll be going through the installation of both ElasticSearch and Kibana. We'll be doing some configuration to make sure they're working together and do a quick overview. The next video, we'll get deeper into ElasticSearch. Here's how we figure out how to store, organize, index, and get our data in and out of ElasticSearch via some APIs. After that, we'll get back to Kibana and we'll do a deeper dive. Here we'll look at how we can find data. We'll look at all the configurations we need to make in order to get that data. And then we'll look at the Discover tab, which is kind of the primary interface for looking for individual records or looking across a time period to find some data. From there, we'll look at Logstash in the section entitled Data Flow with Logstash and Beats. In this section, we'll go through videos that will show us how we can get data from a system or from an application into Logstash. Then we can have Logstash put that data into ElasticSearch. We'll talk about the Beats ecosystem, and I'll show you how we can use one of the Beats applications to get data into a pipeline within Logstash. After that, we'll look at Kibana visualizations and dashboards. Here we're going to impress our friends by the graphic wizardry we can build within Kibana. So Kibana, we can build custom visualizations, include those in custom dashboards. We can share, print, download, all kinds of things with these dashboards that we can share. From there, we'll explore XPack. XPack is the add-on set of plugins, some commercial, some free, from Elastic that allows us to expand the capabilities of our Elastic Stack and the whole ecosystem. There are XPack plugins for Logstash, ElasticSearch, Kibana, and we'll run through a lot of them. Then finally, in our 7th section, we'll look at scaling ElasticSearch. So ElasticSearch was meant to scale, to grow, to work in a cluster from the beginning. That's how they differentiated themselves from other full-text search engines at the time. Adding new nodes to your ElasticSearch cluster is as easy as spinning up a new virtual machine and configuring it to know how to access your other nodes. Let's walk through how we can do that. So the course goals for this is to help you understand a full life cycle, end-to-end, of data and how we get data from where it's sourced through a pipeline, processed, and into Elasticsearch. We'll look at the APIs available so you can write custom applications to put your data into Elasticsearch. We'll also look at Logstash and Beats as other ways of getting data into Elasticsearch. We'll look into Kibana and we'll build some custom visualizations, and we'll look at the pre-built visualizations that are used, and we'll figure out how we can build dashboards to show off our tech skills. Then we'll look at XPack and walk through the suite of plugins that XPack provides. Anything from machine learning of your data, application performance monitoring, and a few others that will be helpful when you're using the Elastic Stack. And finally, throughout the course, we'll make sure we understand how every bit of this stack works together. To begin this course, it would be very helpful if you had a basic understanding of a programming language like Python. The reason is I do a lot of scripting examples for getting data into ElasticSearch as well as getting data out. It will be helpful if you had a familiarity with the Linux file system, since I will be moving around configuration files, executing scripts, and looking at logs on our Linux server. And finally, and if you want to build these examples while I'm walking through these, it would be helpful if you had access to a Linux server. Whether it's a virtual machine or physical, you can always spin one up using VirtualBox or something like that, or an EC2 instance at Amazon to follow along. So it'll be a great way for you to get hands-on learning throughout this course. So don't forget to find me online on all the social networks out there. Feel free to ask questions before or after you buy this course, and I hope you enjoy and learn all you can about the Elastic Stack.